Hello, Foodcast listeners, and welcome back. It's episode 59 today.
Woohoo!
I know. How are you, P?
I'm good. It's getting closer to Turkey Day.
Yeah, and chillier by the minute.
We are in full flinter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how long till spring?
I was laughing. I switched, all the winter sweaters and stuff in and took out all the shorts and the, tank tops and stuff out of the closet.
Oh, you're not going to wear those?
No, not when there's 3 inches of snow on the ground. I'll be good. But I have a cedar chest, but all my flannel pajamas they smelled a little musty, I guess is the word. I don't know.
Okay.
Just like stale. So I was like, well, I'm going to wash them all again. So my husband started laughing. He's like, you mean from the 4 months since they were in the cedar chest?
Yeah, exactly. Jeez Louise.
This is why we live in Colorado, though. We like it.
Lots of chili.
I know. Funny. All right. Before we get started, Heather, what's your favorite oily product of the week?
My favorite product this week is an oil. I have been using Inner Child. It's funny because I'll just go up to the oil wall and I'll just randomly pick something and I'll put it on my diffuser bracelet or in my hair or whatever. And we went to dinner and I put Inner Child on my bracelet and I was just like happy and playful like during the whole meal, the whole evening. It was lovely.
Well, yay.
Yeah, it's orange, tangerine. There's ylang ylang in there for the floralness.
Oh,
Hawaiian sandalwood, jasmine, lemongrass, spruce.
Wow, all my favorites.
Bitter orange.
Bitter orange. Interesting. They don't offer that as a single.
No. But it's a lovely, lovely blend. I will have to
pull that out of the arsenal and use that here.
Yeah.
Thanks for the reminder.
Make you happy.
Yay.
Feeling like a child, even on the inside.
Will it make you do a happy baby?
You could. Sure.
Since we're talking about yoga today.
Boom. Segue.
That's how you do it, people.
I like it. And then you tell everyone about it, so then it doesn't count anymore.
I know. Can't help it.
So tell me about yoga.
Well, I'm going to talk specifically about yoga wall, which I know is interesting. And apparently there's a special certification because it can be kind of dangerous, but
not really.
Well, and the only reason I say that is because if you're a yoga instructor and you're not paying attention, and there's boards on the wall and then there's hooks and all the straps go into the hooks. And so once the hooks click, you're secure. But obviously if you're doing something silly and you flip yourself out of the straps, then Yeah. But it's really fun because you can get really deep into a posture, even if you're not super flexible, because the straps are supporting you the whole time and you can put your full weight in them against the straps, against the wall. So it's interesting. It's the only way I can actually do an inversion because the straps are supporting me. I can go upside down. And Heather, you went with me once when you came to Denver. I try and go every week. I know I don't go every week, but I try and go at least once every week. But it's different, right? It's kind of interesting.
It's very different. Just for like a little bit of a background on it, I felt like I was walking into 50 Shades of Grey kind of idea. So the walls in the studio are covered in wood panels, and each panel has plates in it, like metal plates. And so when you first walk in, you get a strap made of, nylon webbing, seatbelty kind of stuff. And then it fits into the wall plates, but at different heights. So that gives you your support. So, it's a whole new experience when you walk in, and the instructor is very helpful, telling you how to work it and how not to work it so you can move the straps around.
Yeah. And what's really cool is you can get into like true positions that you can feel the difference between when you go back to do mat yoga. And then you can kind of reminisce of, oh, wait, I need to, maybe turn my thigh inward to get the right stretch that you would normally get so I've definitely found that my mat yoga has improved because I'm not fearful anymore of I am. I fall a lot still, but, but I get the right sensations when I'm in the wall yoga with the straps and I'm not afraid that I'm going to fall over or, hurt myself or do something bad. So when I go to mat yoga, I'm like, oh wait, this doesn't feel the same. I need to turn, or I need to, do something. So I really, really like it. I wish it was available, but I guess because of the setup, you've got to have, the wall structure and everything to support the planks and the plates and everything. So, and I guess because it's a separate certification from just yoga teacher training, that maybe a lot of places don't offer it, but maybe they will, because I really, really enjoy it.
Yeah, I can't find a place near me that does the same style. There's something else where they use straps, but it's more like a Cirque du Soleil kind of thing, like with a TRX. Like it's that kind of a thing. It's not, it wasn't the same as this where it's traditional yoga, but the straps support you.
I've done that kind with faux TRX type, and I didn't get the same thing out of it because you're doing all of the supporting in the straps, or at least that's how I felt. Like I didn't feel like I could just lean and the wall would, keep me upright.
Yeah. Well, see, that was why it was really cool that we could do, that we could climb up the wall with your feet and have your hands on the floor, which is something you really would never do in a traditional yoga class because, it's a lot of strain on your body and it's a bit dangerous. But to be able to do that with self being completely supported was,
it's nice amazing to take that mental piece somewhat out of it, so you can just focus on your stretching and not worry so much about, again, falling or. All right. So that's wall yoga. Heather, you're going to talk about Pure Barre. Tell me what that's about.
So Pure Barre is a low impact, high intensity. And basically it's kind of cool because you just wear socks.
Like sticky socks or regular socks?
Sticky socks.
Okay.
So you wear socks, you're in a carpeted studio floor, and then you're doing basically hundreds of exercises that are specifically targeted to different muscle groups. The teacher will tell you that you are really just tweaking each muscle like for an inch. I mean, so it's not large ranges of motion. It's teeny tiny little bits of exercise.
Okay.
And if you shake, that's a great thing, and everyone's proud of you. Which I always find that bizarre, but yay, go team. Okay. So it's a ballet bar all the way around the room, and you'll use the ballet bar to support you when you do isometric holds, or you lean against it, or, to stretch out your leg and all kinds of stuff like that. One of the main focuses is your seat, your butte. And you do all kinds of lifts and crunches, and they call that your Pure Barre ledge, is that little crease under your booty. So yeah, you'll hear that throughout the class. Come on, we're going to work on our Pure Barre ledge. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Oh, my butt shelf. Okay.
That's funny.
So I really like it. You can add weights, you could stand on your toes, you can do all kinds of other tweaks to increase the intensity, but you can also back it down. If you're doing one thing and you're doing 50 repetitions, which you do, you can back it down a little bit. Okay. So you'll use a 2 or 3 pound hand weight. And then in some of the classes, you use weights that are strapped around your wrists or your ankles, just kind of depending on how the exercise plays out. And then there's a rubber tube and a ball that you'll put in there too, just to give a little extra resistance.
Oh, like one of those little weighted.
No, it's just a tiny little rubber ball, and you'll squeeze it between your thighs, or you'll hook it behind your knee and then lift your leg up 59,000 times. Things
that
like
seems excessive.
Yeah. I also use it to support my lower back when we're doing all those sit-up things, because I'm just not that strong right there. So it's nice, because then you have there's tweaks. So it's funny, I actually took my youngest munchkin to a class, and she was really offended that the weights were so light. She goes, 2 and 3 pound weights. What is this? She goes, I can do this stuff with like a 15 pound weight. And I said, well, you know what? You don't really know what you're doing yet. And so after a few of the exercises, she totally dropped the weights, and she's like, I can't.
Funny.
She's like, I can't do it. It's too hard. So it was a total win for me because I was like keeping up.
Nice.
She's putzing out. So It's funny.
Little Miss Athlete.
I know.
Judgy
How about it?
McJudgerson.
I know. So we were doing a sweat crawl where we went to 3 different studios. So after we did Pure Barre, we went to Shred.
On the same day?
Yeah, you do like 20 minutes at each of 3
Okay.
studios. And then when we went to the second studio for Shred, it was running on the treadmill and then doing like all these weight things on a bench where you're like up and down with like the 20-pound weights and all that stuff.
Okay.
She totally kicked my butt at the next studio. So.
All right. So you're even there.
Yeah. It's
right.
fine. It's fine. It's all good.
Yeah, I see those barre classes popping up everywhere, or the barre studios popping up everywhere, but I haven't tried one yet.
Well, they'll give you your first class free. So,
okay.
Any studio, I would recommend just go take a class for sure. Check it out. It's definitely not cheap. You can get monthly packages with them. Like if you just want to have 1 class a week, or if you want to do an unlimited month. I know they give discounts for teachers and government employees, military, things like that. They're nice that way. But I like it because I can kind of switch it up with tennis and yoga. So I'm doing something different on different days to kind of get different exercises and different muscle groups.
Yeah. No, that's smart.
Yeah. I would love if at my regular gym they had more of a Pure Barre styled class. But we'll see.
Well, I'm sure it's hard because they've got to have a dedicated studio where they can put the bar. It's not just like
my gym has one on one of the walls. I mean, they offer so many classes all the time that they have a little bit of everything. And then they just rotate classes based on instructor and what's popular at the time.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Pure Barre hasn't made its appearance just yet, but who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then what's our Digital Switch this week, Heather?
Oh my goodness. Don't do the same old workout. Just try switching up. Try something new. Like I said, most studios will offer you a free first class. So go look around your neighborhood and see what you got. And it's kind of fun to try something new, especially in the winter, where maybe you're not going to be outside doing your running or walking or whatever. Maybe you're doing skiing. I don't know. If you want to get inside to a studio, go check one out.
I like it. And that goes along with our episode a couple weeks ago about don't be a hermit all winter. Don't give up on your goals because it's cold outside.
Yes, please. Because you'll feel so much better in the spring if you've kept up with things over the winter.
Right. Yep, and you might find something new that you totally love that you might not have tried otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, I had no idea that I would actually like Pure Barre. I'm like, oh, it's ballet. You're in socks. Like, what is going on here?
Because, I'm definitely not what you would call graceful.
You don't have to be.
Okay, that's good to know.
So, ladies, gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here today and this week. So please go check out foodmoose.com and sign up for the newsletter and come find us at all the social places and write us a review because we know you love it so much. And have a great week. Until next time, let's all go live for real. Moose out.